Jadon's ankle obviously didn't help, but that has nothing to do with what we were trying to do. I thought Jimmy played pretty well. Last week offensively, I think we did a good job occasionally, where we got some plays, we just couldn't put together the drives. And a lot of that had to do with what more with Washington was doing up front than it wasn't necessarily us. We're still green. We know it. We're just hoping we're week 4 better now. And, we learned a pretty tough lesson last week. If we don't do the right things, it can get pretty ugly.
Coach, big question. Is Jadon Cranford healthy, and what's the opportunity here against Morton? Where do you see where we have some strengths against their defense?
He practiced this week, so we'll see where he's at. I mean, he's dressed and ready to go, so we'll play him as long as we can play him. But obviously we don't want to get him boogered up to the point where the season's over for him. So I think he'll be good to go. We'll play and see where he's at. There's probably some things he's more comfortable with than others. I thought last year we had a pretty poor plan, honestly, against Morton. We didn't go in with a real good plan. I think our plan's a little better to help out our O-line. We know we're going to see a lot of angle and slanting. They didn't do as much of that early last year on film as much as they did against us than the rest of last year. So they kind of found something that they went with, and then they've stuck with it this year. So I think we're a little bit better prepared for that. And then defensively, it's about just staying after them. I mean, they've put some points on us the last couple of years, and with the new coach and, a new offense, but it's not so new. And Buffington is back and dressed tonight. We'll see how healthy he is. He had a shoulder injury last week. It's a tough task because they're pretty big up front, but a different big than Washington, I think. Where Washington's guys were all seasoned, big guys. They got some big guys that are a little greener, kind of like ours. So hopefully we can move around a little bit, make them miss a few blocks, get them in some negative plays, and then let our speed kind of dictate defensively what we need to get done.
Yeah, Coach, with Morton coming off a massive blowout win over Canton, in those games, it's easy for those stars to get lulled to sleep when you start putting in the subs, and those games tend to last a long time. And for us, we've only had about one quarter all season where we haven't been, totally in the game. So what would you say about our momentum coming into this season?
Well, I mean, I think that last week was more of not a wake-up call, but it kind of put us to realize where we're at. I mean, LP's okay. They're going to battle. Sterling's going to battle. Both of them are going to be right on the edge of playoff berthing. Washington's going to be a high seed. Real good chance to maybe run the table. We'll see tonight versus Pekin. But I don't think we moped it all this week. I think we understood what we have to do to get better. I think Morton's a great game for afterwards because you can't really go to sleep because if we don't, they're going to bite us. They're really in a playoff mode. If you look at their schedule and where they're at right now, they got us tonight. They still got Washington. They still got Pekin. And still got Dunlap. So they got to get a couple of wins in there to get to the playoffs, and that's where they want to be. So for them, tonight's the first round to be able to get themselves that opportunity. And we talked to the kids about that. And we're not much different in terms of what do we want to be when the season ends. Tonight's a playoff atmosphere. What are you going to do when the opportunity shows? So I think it's a good early. I mean, it's early, but we're in the middle of the season now, and we got to start making some strides to get better.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight. Bring home a W. We'll see you after the game.
All right, we'll do our best.
When we take a break, when we come back, we'll talk to the Metamora trainer, Adam Miller.
So you got an offer from your cell phone provider for residential internet. Here's what you need to know. If you want fast, reliable internet, you need fiber. While cell providers prioritize mobile service, fiber was designed with internet users in mind. Severe weather, obstructions like trees or buildings, and your distance from a cell tower can all interrupt your 5G internet connection. And to make matters worse, cellular companies often reduce the speed and quality of their internet services through throttling and data caps to manage increased demand at peak usage hours. So when your neighbors are at home and online, you'll often experience slowdowns. And the more people who sign up for residential internet with their cell provider, the worse the experience will become, because cell companies can't scale up bandwidth to meet the demand. A dedicated fiber line, on the other hand, has no caps, no competition for data, and all the bandwidth you need for now and for years to come. Fiber utilizes fiber optic cable to create a designated line. That's hardwired straight into your walls, so you don't have to share bandwidth with your neighbors. We know home internet is too important to only work some of the time, which is why we've built the fastest, most reliable network around. Contact us today to get connected.
welcome back to Morton Field. We're here with Metamora trainer Adam Miller. Yeah, Adam Miller. Had a brain cramp there for a second. Adam, you give us a little history about where you've been and how you got to Metamora.
So I started with Washington High School back in 2015. Worked with all their programs for a while, mainly football and basketball, softball, baseball. Worked with Sean Livingston his last 5 years in the NBA. Got to be a part of three NBA championships with him, which was pretty cool. And then I've moved a couple times, started in downtown Peoria, then moved to Washington, East Peoria, and now I'm over in Morton. That was always kind of my end goal, was to have something at my own house. So we built out a gym at our house we bought 3 years ago, and been doing it for probably about 12 to 13 years now, out on my own.
So how'd you end up in Metamora?
Throughout that time, I've had a lot of Metamora athletes. I had a lot of them that came to me back in that 2015 class. Jacob Mitchell, Brock Modulin, Matt Nelson, all those guys. So I've always had some athletes from here. And this last year, Corey Nelson really pushed to try to get me up here with Grebner, and Avery had been coming to me for the past year. Saw some really good results, and I think that kind of helped seal the deal.
So you came over, you worked out all summer long with the Metamora, just the varsity, or were?
We had sophomores, juniors, and varsity. There was a couple freshmen. We left it optional for them. We had a handful of them, which I think a couple of them are actually starting, getting quite a few minutes. So.
Adam, hey, thanks so much for being here tonight.
So when you think about, just kind of putting a program together for football, I mean, are you focusing on the lower body, the upper body? I go back to my days a long time ago. It was all bench press and curls and, things like that. What kind of things are you guys focusing on with this football program?
Yeah, so, we do a lot of full body since we were only lifting 3 days a week. A lot of full body, really working on explosive power. We hit our eccentrics, isometrics, all that stuff for tendon health and injury prevention. Most of what we did, besides the weight room out here, we did a lot of conditioning, a lot of speed work, a lot of change of direction. So,
awesome.
Yeah, Adam, so obviously you've worked with kids from all around Central Illinois for a long time, so long, you spend so much time with them that they start to feel like your own kids sometimes. And so how hard is it when those kids clash on the field or on the basketball court or in their different sports?
I have a lot of fun with it, honestly. So my son actually plays for Morton, even though I'm wearing a Metamora shirt tonight. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with it, man. Outside of here, off the court, off the field, these kids are all friends outside of, the game. So we talk a lot of smack back and forth. I will say, last week I woke up to a bunch of texts from my Washington guys, kind of asking what I was saying about Metamora. So
what other sports? For Metamora, you're working with the football program. Do you work with any of the other sports here at Metamora?
I've got a lot of the volleyball girls. I don't work with the program itself, but I've got probably most of the varsity team coming to me.
So it's kind of spreading out, and I've noticed a difference in Metamora already, but it's not something that can change in just one summer or one fall. This is something that's going to take probably a year or two, won't it?
Yeah. That's what I usually, when I come in and I talk to coaches and look at getting a program going, I can only do so much with a kid going into his senior year when I have him for 2.5 months. If you give me a kid that I can get, freshman year and have 3 or 4 years with them, we can see a lot of gains.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
Hopefully the Redbirds can get a win.
Thank you.
I hope so.
While we take another break, when we come back, we'll talk to the Metamora honorary captain tonight, Jake Roman.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Brandy, nice to meet you. Ryan? Brandy, Ryan, Steve, right? Scott. Yes. Brandy, Ryan, Scott.
Welcome back to Malone Field. We're here with kind of a legendary Metamora football player, Jake Roman, the honorary captain tonight. I think if most people who are longtime fans of Metamora football, the game that'll probably stick out is the Metamora. I think it was Week 9 against Chatham Glenwood. Rainy night, had a lightning delay, and it pretty much just basically gave you the ball and said, "Get us a win."
Yeah, I remember that one well.
I think you rushed for about 312 yards, something like that.
328, I believe.
Wow, that's a pretty solid night. So what are you doing now?
Yeah, so I'm kind of between careers, but formerly in the solar industry, formerly a math teacher, actually. And so actually, I was at Washington for a little bit. I hate to say it, but you got to go where the jobs are at.
Yep.
And also at East Peoria High School. And my first job out of college was actually in Henry, where the White Hat tonight, I taught with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, Jake, you're before my time. I had sons who played in the program, but the stories that I hear about you was that you're a pretty stout dude. I'm just looking at you right now. You look like you go out there and play. What was your workout back in the day? What kind of routine did you have?
Basically what the high school put out, I think it was called Bigger, Faster, Stronger, I believe at the time.
Okay.
And I just stuck to the regimen. I believed in what they did and what they built. Obviously, had tons of success, and just being religious about being in there every day.
Awesome.
So one of the main changes that's been made to Malone here, we're standing right on it. Do you miss that grass?
I do sometimes. The smell of the grass, it's unique. But I do like the filter. This actually looks really sharp.
It does look amazing. They did it right, that's for sure.
We're getting closer to kickoff. We've got to get going, but thanks so much for spending some time, and thanks for being an honorary captain.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff, and we'll talk a little bit about what it'll take for Metamora to win tonight.
Fans, please rise as you are able. Please remove your hats and face the flags for the singing of our national anthem tonight by the Metamora Andrew.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red flew in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the shortlist?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle. Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Both of my children have really enjoyed Dr. Frenette. She's epic with our kids. She works so well, making them feel comfortable, making the treatments fun, because fears can be a big deal.
If you haven't tried chiropractic, call us at Kaufman Wellness Center.
I'm actually 49 years old and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. What I like about Kaufman is the communication is excellent. It's always very easy to get in. They had a huge impact on how fast I was able to reach my fitness goal.
Martin's sign service team, led by third-generation sign installer Andrew Martin, is excited for another year of serving as Central Illinois' premier full-service sign company. Not only are we a proud authorized Watchfire digital message sign dealer, but we can custom design and fabricate a brand new sign to your specifications, as well as repair and upgrade your existing signage. Remember, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. Call Martin Sign Service today for a free quote.
101. You can do it. 100. You can do it. We're not going to give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are going to be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're going to need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
Okay, get ready. Ready, Randy? Ready? Ready? Welcome back to Malone Field. When we took those 59 steps up the bleachers. Wow, I think I might be getting old, Randy.
You know, I think Adam Miller is going to put you in his training program here, Scotty. You know, I think to have a broadcaster training program.
I think the whole MTCO staff may go into training with Adam Miller starting early in the mornings. And boy, so what are the keys for you for Metamora to get a win tonight?
Boy, you know, Scott, I mean, I have to back off that for just a second. I got to think about, we got two star running backs here that are really touch and go, you know. So
right.
I have to say, Buffington, you know, he's got a shoulder injury, so I don't think he played last week. I want to say he's got 15 attempts for like 30 yards for the season, which just, if you would have told me that before the season, I would just wouldn't believe you. So the fact that, you know, he's been limited, and now on our side, Cranford's been limited. So I got to say, you know, whichever team really gets their star running back going has an advantage, right?
Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say going off that, we just got to get our 1-2 punch back. It's going to be a massive advantage having Jadon back, and we talked to Coach Zielinski a little bit about it. Those starters over in Morton, they might have taken those last 2 quarters off. Some of them in the Canton game because it was such a big blowout.
Well, Buffington didn't even dress.
Yeah, so I mean, there you go. They get lulled to sleep. So it's been a little over a week since they've played here. So I would say we have a massive advantage, and we just got to go right out and aggressive. I think that's going to be the name of the game.
Did either one of you guys see if we won the coin toss, are we kicking or receiving? I didn't notice. Alex, do you know if we're kicking or receiving? And nobody caught that. Okay,
we'll figure out a kickoff.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I hope we. I do hope that we kick off. So we deferred. Love that. I love that. Jared Grebner being a defensive guy, he probably wants to go on defense first. And you know, I liked it because that means we get the ball to start the second half. So, you know, I think that's a huge advantage. Turned into a pretty nice night tonight, guys. It's when the sun goes down, it's, you know, fairly nice outside.
It's a little warm out here for the freshman game, but you're right. I think it's probably close to 70 degrees right now. It's feeling way better than it was. So, but getting back to Morton, I mean, you know, they've relied on their sophomore quarterback Isaac Davis for really most of their offense at this point. So that puts a lot of pressure on him. So, if we can get a stop here and get out and just have some explosive plays right from the start. I feel like we've got to get a little bit of a lead in this game and just ride that lead in, and not get behind. That's the biggest thing to me.
I don't have one of their rosters. I'm not sure.
Scotty, right here, buddy.
Oh, I got one right here. You have one right? I have one right here.
Morton's got a couple all-conference players coming back. They've got, obviously Sean Buffington, all-conference running back. Julian Alexander, number 17, all-conference wide receiver. A couple defensive guys, Cole Rinkenberger, all-conference D-back. He's a senior. And then they've got a lineman, number 53, Dennis Dracup, 6'2", 255, offensive defensive line. So they've got some studs coming back here. Probably they're going to have a little more experience in the line than we are. It's most teams that we're going to see this year.
Yeah, we're off. They start some guys, though, that are about as green as we are.
Yeah, so we may have the team speed advantage here. I don't see a lot of teams being able to run outside on it.
No, they do have one guy that's pretty quick. I'm not sure. Jared Grebner did point him out earlier. I'm not sure which one it is. He did say they had a guy that was pretty quick. So I got a feeling they're going to be, they're going to be fast. They may not have as many guys as we've got. As Metamora, being let out by the drums, and it sounds like they're under the bleachers right now. As we get closer to kickoff, we're about just a little over 4 minutes to go before the start of this game. Big games around the middle line tonight. Washington at Deacon.
A huge game, and huge game and huge kid, right? I mean, those are probably the two of the bigger lines in the middle line. So you start thinking about which one of those teams is going to be able to establish their running game and get going. Yeah, that's really the question,
Yeah, that'll be a big one. A lot of teams already are kind of playing for their playoff lives. Nick Nowinski talked about it with Morton tonight. They're kind of in playoff mode now with their remaining games, and 2 losses. Makes it kind of tough.
I'd be hard-pressed to say Morton's not going to get in the playoffs, but, it's a lot different getting in the playoffs at, 7-2 or 8-1 than it is getting into 5-4, playing uphill and whatnot. So to me, I really think that's what this game is about right here. I think whoever wins this game is going to be able to host a playoff game. Whoever loses this game, very well might have to go on the road, first round. So I think, both teams are approaching this game as kind of the first round of the playoffs, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Metamora is just a few minutes. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff. So they're going to go down to Ryan. Ryan, you had, your senior year, you played Morton right here. They had a couple of good players on their team, quarterback and one of the fastest wide receiver running backs. Was that Kreider?
Yeah, and he's actually sitting about one booth over to you in the press box right now, coaching the wide receivers for Morton. So me and him had a little one-on-one matchup my senior year, but they had their quarterback, Nolan Donald, who ended up playing running back at Iowa. You mix him in with Kreider, who ended up playing at North Central, and I believe won a national championship there. He returned kicks for them right away in his freshman year. So you want to talk about an impossible duo to stop. They had it right there. It's 2 of the hardest guys I've ever seen to tackle in the middle line. And they were just big, strong, mature, and very, very smart.
The thing I'll remember about that game is we were interviewing the honorary captains right after halftime, and they had a little momentum, and right about the time it looked like things were starting to go their way, you returned a kickoff, about 94 yards for a touchdown?
Yeah, and then everything for me career-wise went downhill from there. But that it's funny because I remember that I ran it back. And then they're like, hey, our backup corner's out, so you're going to have to go in, because I asked for a play off there. And they said, just so you know, they're probably going to run it right at you. Well, I kicked the field goal, kicked off. I stepped out there. They threw out to Kreider, and I never put a hand on him.
No rest for the wicked, Ryan.
Wow.
No rest for the wicked at all.
As Metamora comes onto the field, Metamora in their all black unis tonight. I think that's the best look.
I agree with you, Scotty. It's an unbeatable combo, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's about as sharp as it gets. Might see that tent that Metamora's got set up right there at the 50-yard line, right behind their bench. That's donated by Corey Nelson. It's a nice tent for when you're making adjustments. Kurt, and it is
Nelson and City Blue, his business, and again, I think you mentioned it's got. You look around the field here and all the banners that are up and everything. I mean, they've just done an outstanding, like a first-class facility. So
It's a very small piece that just ties the stadium together, really.
Yeah,
absolutely. A couple other games tonight. You got East Peoria at Canton, and East Peoria is 3-0. When's the last time we could say that? So, they probably have the advantage tonight, if you were picking them. I think the Journal-Star picked them to win. So East Peoria could be 4-0 after this week, which would be just amazing.
Yeah. So Metamora will be kicking off. It's Tommy Sopko. Who's back deep for Morton?
That's going to be 20 Keenan Smith and 6 Cole Rinkenberger.
Okay.
Keenan Smith, just a sophomore.
It's down to about the 20.
Ball's out.
And
looks like Metamora
will get it. I can't see who made the initial hit.
If it was Metamora ball on the 23-yard line.
It.
Number 12, Eli Simmons.
Who made the initial hit? The ball carrier getting it.
Yeah, he was kind of fumbling it right away.
Yep, he was bobbling it, but then somebody hit him and didn't let him kind of get the handle on it. So Metamora will take over Morton territory at about the 23-yard line.
Evan Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. Kyle gets it up the middle.
Down to about the 20.
It's
pick
about
up of 3 yards.
On the stop, Paul Weeks.
Evan Kyle up the middle.
Inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line.
It'll be about a 3rd and about 4 here coming up. We've got Caleb Morrison and Cam Nickel in there. Back position. Cote out, split on the left-hand side. Petrie keeps it off the left side, keeps his feet moving.
And down to about the 15-yard line.
About the 15-yard line.
Be just short of a first down, brings up 4th and about 1.5 maybe. Oh, man. That's a terrible spot.
Yeah, that's a rough spot right there. Absolutely. The line judge was down at the 15, so what, a 4th and 3?
Yeah, we'll say 4th and 3.
For the Birds. Kyle gets it up the middle. Just keep moving. Boy, he's awful close. He may be a foot or 2 short on the spot.
Yeah,
and it is Morton ball. So Redbird out on downs here, early going.
Short of a first down, 1st and 10, Morton Waters.
Redbird's really trying to establish the run there between the tackles. that time. Really nothing creative. So Morton comes out here, sophomore quarterback, number 12, Isaac Davis, comes out throwing. The ball's knocked away by Petrie there in coverage. Nice job to get his hand in there and knock that ball away. Looks like he had a hold of it. Phil Petrie got in there, so great play.
Yeah, great play. He was fully coming down with it, and he stuck his hands, split him wide open.
That'll be 2nd and 10 for the Potters.
Davis rolls to his right, kicks it out. Wow. Nice hit.
Is that Jadon Cranford with the hit?
Cranford came up to make the tackle for loss. Wow. He's fired up to play tonight. Love to see that out of him.
Yep.
That's about 2 weeks right there of pent-up energy.
Brings up a 3rd and about 10 for the Potters. Big down for the Metamora defense.
And you know a guy like that, it was killing him not playing that game.
Oh, for sure.
Davis back to pass, a little screen pass up the middle. Had him, but he's down to about the 20-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down, and the Potters are going to have to punt it away.
Yep. Good job by the Redbird defense. I like that pursuit.
Yeah, great job in pursuit. You know, the initial man missed it, but we had somebody there to clean it up.
Look, I think that was 57 Kevin Parker.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't stop out there. Avery Grebner back to receive the kick. The 40-yard line. Yep.
Yeah, Royals dead right on the 40, and the Redbirds will get the ball their 2nd possession.
Well, the defense looked good there, you know. I mean, we were flying around. You know, our speed definitely showed there on that defensive possession. Redbirds come out. It's Cranford in the backfield this time, which is a great sight to see for Redbird fans. Petrie gets picked off. It looks like that's number 6, Cole Rankenberger. And I just don't think he saw him there. I mean, he threw it right into his arms, you know. You know, Rinkenberger's an all-conference player. I don't want to take anything away from him, but, boy, that was a gift.
Sure was.
So Morton will take over on the Redbird 49-yard line.
Well, both teams with an early turnover.
So Buffington is in the backfield. He gets the carry here. And gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Pickup of maybe 1. Oh, they're going to... Yeah, he's barely back to the line of scrimmage. So we're going to say it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Morton sets up, trips to the right. Buffington, the only back in the backfield. Davis gets it, rolls to his right, and keeps it. Cranford's got a hold of him, but drags him for a 1st down. They set up the option there, and Davis just kept it. You know, Buffington was the outside man. We had him covered pretty good, but, you know, Davis just had a little crease he got through.
Definitely caught a little break with a Morton hold there.
Oh, they're going to call. Is that a hold? Yeah, it's a holding penalty. Maybe scoot down. So that'll move the ball back into Morton territory, brings up a 2nd and about 20.
2nd and long for the Potters.
About 17, yeah. Yep.
Picks up 5 yards, brought down by number 49 for Metamora.
Brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Potters. And bring up a fourth and about what, 3?
Forced out of bounds by Sam Barbarinas. Stephen Petrie brings up 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and about 4.
4th and 4 for the Potters.
I can't. Oh!
On the stop, good hard by Jada Cranford.
That's a great play by the Redbird defensive back, Jadon Cranford.
And he was our last line of defense there. It's going to be an easy first down, probably 10-yard gain at least.
Jadon Cranford on the hit for the Redbirds.
What a job by the junior defensive back.
And a guy Jadon reminds me of is a Luke Benioff for Dunlap back in about 2017.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievable open field tackler. Closes the gap quickly.
Kyle straight ahead for Metamora.
So, pickup of maybe 1, you think, on that?
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a pickup of about 4 yards, makes it a 3rd and about 5.
Hit first by Kate Sherman for the Potters.
And you can tell this Morton defense has eyes on Jadon at all points of this while they're on defense, because that's about the 3rd option play that we've had a chance to give it to Jadon, and all 3 have been keeps.
So, 3rd and 4 for the Redbirds.
Petrie got the carry. Forced out of bounds to the 50-yard line. On the tackle, Gideon Snyder.
Brings up a 4th and about 3. Boy, it looked like he had more on the lunge, didn't it?
49-yard line. 4th down. Reichenberger back deep for Morton.
I wonder if this would be a fake.
Punt for the Redbirds.
I was looking back to see who was returning. It wasn't a bad snap.
Little bit of a lob pass on the snap there, and came about with about 3 guys within an inch of blocking it.
Maybe 1, maybe a half yard. Pretty good defense there. Pretty good. That's solid defense. Is that Barbarinas? Oh, Riley Jackson. I think it's 89. Barbarinas. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Potters.
And him catching that probably did us the favor there.
Yeah, because he actually lost about 3 yards. Yeah. Yep. It seems like if one team can score, that might be a mountain. That's pretty good. Pretty good job though by Grebner to catch it and bring back positive yards. Otherwise, they could have pinned us back deep.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, one score is gonna be a mountain here, and this is 2 teams historically. You go back and look at probably the last 10 matchups, and it'd be hard to find another 10 matchups between 2 teams in the state that have probably scored that many points.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like there was always someone inching close to 50. Especially with the weapons they've had the pleasure of having Seth Glatz, and I mean it's hard to imagine have a better high school running back than that.
For sure.
Led the nation in rushing yards that year. And he's at Illinois State now.
Yep. I just think that at some point here we're going to get the ball to Grebner and we're going to be able to get outside. Oh, he's in the open. He could go. He could go. No. Touchdown, Metamora. Wow. Yep. That was a huge play from Metamora.
In the corner that was on him near the Metamora sideline, he had him covered decently and then just kind of slipped up right at the end, and they had one more shot at him. He broke through it, and that shows you the speed we have on the outside. We've got about 5 or 6 guys that can do that.
That's a big play for Metamora, and boy, it just feels like a huge score for Metamora. And it's good. Wow. So some early scores. Peoria Canton all tied up 0 there in the first. Still in the first quarter, also Washington up 3-0 over Pekin. Dunlap up 7-0 over Limestone. Peoria High 44-6 over Manual. Chatham Glenwood 17-0 over Rochester in the second quarter. And Nebraska leads Illinois 10-7. The thing about the Rochester team, though, is they're playing with their sophomore quarterback. Their starter, Zuloff, got hurt against Cardinal Ritter.
Keenan Smith.
Now,
Cole Riekenberger back deep for the Bucks. Tommy Southwood kick for Metamora.
all four? Gave him a little too much there.
Yeah, Silas Steffen, goodness. That's a force right there. 6'2", 175.
Who for them? Silas Steffen.
That on the run. Brought down by Greg Bittner from Metamora.
Slammed hard by Graham Bittner.
Quarterback Isaac Davis on the carry.
Who's down for Metamora? Can you see who's down for Metamora?
Officials time out on the field. Time out for injuries.
Ryan, have you been able to get a number yet?
He's a little crowded. I'm not sure they'd like it if I ran out there, but...
It wouldn't be Cam Nickel, would it? You know, he's had a little bit of a shoulder problem.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
That'll bring in 23, Grady Neal, pretty good sophomore linebacker for Metamora.
First and 10 for the Morton Potter.
So it's first and 10 for Morton at the Redbird 33-yard line, maybe?
Buffington and the carry tripped up by Stephen Petrie. Second and 2. Buffington and the carry brought down to the 10-yard line.
Need a turnover. Need a turnover, Randy. That's pretty good defense there. Maybe a yard.
Wrapped up by Stephen Petrie for the Redbird. Second down.
And he just walks in. That's not good defense.
Touchdown Morton. Isaac Davis on the carry. Quarterback Isaac Davis, a 9-yard run for 6 points for Potter.
It looks like they're going to kick it. Yeah, they've got their kicker in there. It's no good. Wow.
We're at 23 seconds left in the first quarter. The score, Metamora 7, Morton 6. Middle line score, Washington Panthers 3, Beacon 0 first quarter. Dunlap 7, Limestone 0 first quarter.
Ryan, are they still working on Cam Nickel?
Yeah, he has shoulder pads off as of right now, getting looked at by the trainers.
Okay. I'm not sure what was there. Blew the whistle. Is that offsides on Morton?
I believe so, yes.
Couldn't have heard Tom. Or
Evan Kyle back deep.
Yep.
For the Redbirds. Mark Frederick gets the ball and gets out of bounds here, right about the 28-yard line of the Birds.
We'll take over first and 10, 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
So Metamora will have one play this first quarter, and then Redbirds clinging to that 1-point lead. They're blowing the whistles. What's the...
Cranford on the left side for Metamora.
Cranford takes the ball on the left side, picks up maybe a yard, and that'll end the first quarter. Take some time now to thank our sponsors. Don't miss the Boys of Fall concert on September 21st at Black Partridge Park, featuring Redbird alumni Joe Stam, Brody Vansel, and Landon Durst. Proceeds from the event will benefit Unified Redbirds. Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds. Goodfield State Bank, good enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drink every time you visit. See you on the square.
Well, Scotty, here we go. Redbirds take a 1-point lead here.
In this second quarter.
Like Evan Kyle, sole back in the backfield here. Mark Frederick and Gauthier split out wide. Morrison in the H-back. Petrie rolls to his right. Escapes, gets the ball out. Looks like that's Riley Jackson. Tight end.
Riley Jackson, that's a nice play by Metamora. And that'll have plenty for a first down.
Great play to sneak the tight end out there, get out to midfield. Love it.
And Randy, we want to welcome you back to the broadcast. I think the mic had some issues there in the first quarter. So if you heard some silence, I think we thought we were getting play-by-play, but we're all good now.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. A little technical difficulties up here, so I think we're back in action here.
So 1st and 10 for the Redbirds from the 50-yard line.
Kyle gets it. Working to his left. Flag flies. We'll see what that's about.
I didn't see the first.
Kyle gets about.
Is that a hold?
5 or 6 yards, but I think it's going to come back. Yeah, that would be my guess. Right around the line of scrimmage. See what the, yep.
That'll move it back to the 40, making it a 1st and 20 for the Redbirds. They don't have to get it back on 1, but it'd be nice to see some more of those play action where Petrie rolls out. I think we can attack this Morton defense on the edges.
Yeah, for sure. And
they're pretty stout in the middle.
Yeah, if you can spread them out then a little bit, then you can attack the middle. But I agree. I think we have to establish a run here just to create some space in there for us. Evan Kyle in the backfield. Grebner in the slot. Petrie gets the ball to Grebner up the middle. Gets about 5.
That's a pretty good play on first down. Like you said, picks up about 5.
A couple updated scores here. Pekin and Washington are tied up 6-all in the second quarter. Dunlap 14-0 over Limestone in the second quarter. Peoria High 52, Manual 12 in the second quarter. And Nebraska and Illinois still tied up, knotted up at 10 with 11:37 to go in the second. Petrie gives to Kyle. Kyle bounces it out left. Got some daylight. Still on his feet. Looks like he stepped out of bounds right around the 40-yard line. That's going to be awful close to a first down, and the official is signaling first down.
Yeah, first down for Metamora. Just barely got it.
And he picked up a fantastic block by Mark Frederick over here on the sideline, too.
Boy, when our receivers get involved in blocking out there, makes such a difference.
First and 10 for the Redbirds at the Potter 40-yard line.
Redbirds in a tight formation. Gives the ball to Kyle. Falls forward for a yard.
Up maybe 2.
Brings up a 2nd and 9.
And our plays to the outside have worked really well, but you'd love to see us amp up that running game here this week and into the next couple weeks, because that's something we're going to need throughout the season.
Cranford now in the backfield next to Petrie. Petrie keeps it off the right side, still on his feet.
And he breaks it. He's
breaking away towards the end zone, and he's in. Wow. Just a little inside the tackle there, kind of a fake to Cranford. You know, you said it earlier, Ryan. You know, Cranford's drawn so much attention that, you know, on the ball fake, everybody sucked in and allowed Petrie to have a little seam there to get through. Nice play.
I believe that's his first rushing touchdown of the year.
Ooh, that's tough. He might have a short run somewhere, but you know, I mean, Petrie showed some speed there. I mean, he got out in the open field, and I mean, nobody's able to run him down.
And he heard us, is right up the gut, amp up the running game kind of like that.
Beautiful. Grebner to hold for Sopko on the extra point. It's up
and it's
and
good.
Good.
14-6 Redbird.
Beautiful.
It helps that we've been watching Tommy kick since he was a freshman, but man, is it fun to see how far he kicks the ball now compared to a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We were still, a little questionable. We'd go for 2 here and there, and his kickoffs were mostly pooches, but that's been fun to watch for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, he puts the ball all over the field, and you're right. I mean, he drives it down to the 5-yard line in the corners, quite often. So his strength, watching it develop, you're right, has been super fun. As an ex-kicker, I know you can appreciate that, Ryan.
Yeah, very much.
I think there's some things out that Metamora is starting to do. The thing that I like is they haven't abandoned the run. They've kind of committed to that a little bit, and they've kept doing it, and we've had some that was a nice drive. We had 1st and 20 from our own 40. We overcame that, and now we're starting to kind of reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, for sure. That was a great read by Petrie. I don't think that was called. I think that was probably,
read option.
Yeah, read option, and he just saw how much attention Cranford was getting and said, hey, I've got a seam here. Great job by Petrie.
Got to do a good job now on this coverage, because last time that set them up for really good field position.
Opco, they gets it down to the 20.
Much better coverage there. Just outside the 30-yard line, now to about the 32.
Stephan on the return gets brought down about the 33-yard line.
As the Morton offense comes back onto the field, I'd really like to see Metamora. They've got a replacement linebacker, Grady Neal, who's very good. Grady Neal is going to be a really good linebacker. And that's really good. Who is that?
Looks like 9 for us.
Bradley Shaw came up. Great
Fantastic.
tackle. Yeah, that's a 2-3 yard loss there.
He and Shea Seals have just been fantastic. I can go back far enough where Tulsa University had a basketball player named Shea Seals. And Ryan, your dad does not like it. It cost him a lot of money.
It's like the Birds jumped here, so I think we're going to give them 5 yards. Yep. Hard count. Give credit to the sophomore quarterback, Davis. Brings up a 2nd and 7.
And wow, has Jadon been unbelievable on the edge.
Boy, he just closed in a hurry there.
What's the penalty?
They're waving it off.
Like Barbarinus is down. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a cramp. Brian, is that what that looks like to you? Maybe a leg cramp?
Yeah, he got a little help up, but I mean it might be a little deceiving here. Getting helped off.
It is warm out there.
Yeah.
So that brings up a 3rd and about 14. Tell you what, Jadon Cranford defensively so far has been unbelievable.
Defensively, he has just been, yeah.
We talk about him so much as a running back, you forget how good he is on defense. He is a force.
Morton in the spread.
And they'll get a first down. Dang.
Nice. Almazy on the catch. First down for Morton.
And he got that out just in the nick of time. Brad Chalk was right behind him.
First down for Morton here, and their own 47-yard line. Again, Morton in the spread here. The motion up the middle here. Boy, it looked like he was down, but he must not have touched the ground there. But that's 25. That's Vian Seams for the touchdown.
Boy, Ryan, did his knee touch?
I mean, it's about as close as it gets. He did get his hand down to hold himself up last second. The referee definitely had a better view than I did, but I wouldn't be surprised if his knee did not touch the ground. He made a pretty nifty move at the end of that play as well.
Great job to stay on his feet. Morton now going for 2 here to try to tie it up. Davis looking to throw. Rolls to his right. Throws back to his left. Intercepted by Jadon Cranford.
That's a great play by Cranford. That is a really good play by Cranford.
Jadon Cranford intercepts the attempt.
A nice job by the Redbirds to hold up there and maintain the lead.
So what do they always say? You never throw back to the middle when you get outside the pocket?
That's a tough throw there. You really got to have some arm strength to fire it in there. Cranford did a nice job. Just kept his eyes on. Watch where he was looking.
And they're going to feel the wrath of that first missed point here next couple games because you got to play catch-up. Like you just saw, now they got to go for 2 to try to tie up the game. Soon this is going to turn into a 3-score game.
Yeah.
Vian Seams on the touchdown run for the Potters.
2-score, rather.
No good. 8:21 left in the half.
Kyle goes deep back for the Redbirds to receive the kick. You got Coach A, Grebner in the short positions. And now you've got, is that Shea Seals out there in the short position? Ball goes out of bounds.
So we'll get it at the 35-yard line. Pretty good field position for the Redbirds.
Kickoff out of bounds creates a procedure penalty for Morton.
Well, decent field position.
Yep. And we got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Metamora opts to take the ball to their own 35-yard line. First and 10.
Nice to see the offense producing here. Kyle starts out in the backfield. Cote and Grebner on the left-hand side. Not sure who that's on the right side. Maybe Bittner out there. Petrie keeps it. It's back about the line of scrimmage.
Yep, they're saying he's back to the line of scrimmage.
Kind of faked it out to Kyle. Kyle was releasing for a little screen there, but I think the defense was onto it pretty quick. Cranford now comes in for Kyle. Couple scores here in the second quarter. East Peoria and Canton knotted up at 8 each. Beacon Washington still 6-6. Dunlap is up 28-0 over Limestone in the second quarter. Petrie in shotgun, looking to pass. Gets the ball to Cranford, and Cranford's off to the races, but there is a penalty flag.
Where's the flag at?
It's about on the 33-yard line.
And that's going to be waved off.
And they waved it off. Wow.
And they may say that because the pass was completed behind the line of scrimmage, they're going to say no flag.
Yeah, maybe the call they were looking at was an eligible man downfield, but you're right. If it's behind the line of scrimmage, that doesn't stand up. Great play by Cranford to get out there.
I mean, Cranford's going to have a first-half highlight tape that looks like a season highlight tape. I mean, they had him completely bottled up, 4 or 5 guys right on him, and he turns into about a 30-yard gain. I mean, just his breakaway speed is unbelievable.
And I have to believe he's not full strength, just from the fact that they caught him. Cranford gets the pitch off the left-hand side. It's taken down A gain of a couple.
On the stop, Cole Winkelberger and Trey Zilbert for Potter.
A couple other scores here at half. It's Chatham-Glenwood 17, Rochester 7. And the Illinois-Nebraska game, Nebraska's taken a lead here, 16-10 with 7:57 in the second quarter. I'm getting an update. They took the touchdown down, so it's back to 10-10. Kyle gets it in the backfield and is hit immediately, loses a couple yards.
He's back to the 20, brings up a 3rd and 10 for Metamora.
We'll try to update you on that Illinois-Nebraska score here, but it did get moved back to 10-10, so maybe a penalty or something got called back.
I believe I saw that's Nebraska's 400th straight sellout.
Ooh. Yeah, oh, they've been unbelievable.
200 or 400, one of the
Going
two.
back to the Tom Osborne days, you know? Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. Petrie back to pass, looks to his left, throws it up. Just a little short here. He had Udell in the end zone, but nice play by Morton there to knock it down.
And we had a chance to catch that too. It went right through Silas Steffen's hands, and I just don't think we were expecting it. But still, that ball probably needed to be thrown a yard or two deeper.
Yeah, about another yard on it. It's absolutely a 6. So a little update here on the Illinois-Nebraska game. It looks like Illinois intercepted the ball in the end zone. So they were unsure if Nebraska had possession, but they gave it to Illinois for an interception to take away the touchdown from Nebraska. So the score stands at 10-10 in the Illinois-Nebraska game.
So Metamora will take a timeout. It's 4th and 10 for the Redbirds. What do you think they're going to do here?
Hey, we do have Sopko ready to go on the sideline. He's been legs warmed up, so that's an option.
Talking to two kickers here. I was a kicker and Ryan was a kicker, so I think you got to go for the field goal here. What's this about?
It's at the 20.
37-yarder, Ryan?
Yeah.
That's a can of corn, isn't it?
Just have we seen Tommy kick a field goal yet?
I don't think he has.
I want to say no. I think we've only seen extra points.
Last year, did we kick a field goal last year?
I don't think we did.
If it was definitely in right around the extra point range.
I don't think I've ever seen him kick a field goal.
He does have the range, though. We've seen it on the extra. He can get it there. I don't think that'll be an issue. But it looks like we're going to send out the offense here.
Yep. I'd like to see Petrie roll out here.
Something to maybe Avery Grebner here?
To his right, and get Grebner in the middle of the field and, give him an option. If the receiver's going to run off those defensive players on the right side. Petrie in the pocket to throw in the end zone.
Touchdown, Metamora!
By Eden Cote.
That's why you don't field goal.
And a perfectly placed small by Petrie. He had a small spot. He had decent coverage on the backside and a great sliding catch by Cote. His second touchdown of the game.
Fantastic. He's having a big night. Love it.
A 20-yard touchdown strike. Petrie to Cote, 6 points, Metamora.
Petrie's racking up the passing yards. 70-yarder. He had a 40-some-yarder to Jadon right there. That's a 20-yard touchdown pass.
Go for the extra point. And it's good.
21-12 Redbirds with 5:40 to go.
Wow, love the call, love the play. I mean, that was absolutely aggressive football right there. 4th and 10, going for it and throw it in the end zone. Love it.
That's confidence in your offense, and it's confidence in your defense.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's pretty sweet.
So we got a 9-point game here, 2-score game. 5:50 to go here. Second quarter.
20 yards. The quotation for Metamora. 5:50 left in the first half. The score becomes Metamora 21.
Love to see our skill players making plays, Scotty. And you're right. I mean, we had Petrie in the pocket there. Usually he rolls out. He seems like he's a little more comfortable, rolling out to his right, whatnot. But I mean, what a great job out of the pocket.
What a great job by those offensive linemen to give him a line of sight to see. They just forced everybody out wide and did a nice job of stealing everybody off.
And now, just like we talked about, that extra point and then the missed 2-point conversion, this now, instead of being a 1-score, it's a 2-score game.
Yeah.
Opko kicked to his left again, out about the 24-yard line. Take it back to about the 35. Give you some scores here. East Peoria 14, Canton 8 in the second quarter. Beacon and Washington still knotted up at 6 in the second quarter. Dunlap 35, Limestone 0 in the second quarter. And Peoria High 58, Manual 12, second quarter. Glenwood, Rochester still at half, 17-7. Nebraska and Illinois still 10-10 just before half. Davis keeps it.
Oh, that's
hit after a short gain.
75 for Metamora.
That's Gavin Ryan, the freshman.
He did a nice job standing his ground in the middle of that Redbird defense.
Yeah, he had baptism by fire at Washington. So, after that kind of training, he's ready to play against anybody. Rankenberger off the left side, still on his feet. Gets down inside the 40-yard line.
Second effort down past the 40-yard line.
Boy, just kind of cut off the left side there and, just kind of rumbled. And Redbirds just didn't hit him low and make a tackle that play.
Be nice for some sort of a turnover.
In motion, falls up the middle.
Pickup of maybe a yard there.
Like that Buffington. Yep, that was Buffington. Falls forward for a yard.
Yeah, just right at a yard. Pretty good job by the Redbird defense. Gavin Ryan once again.
Yeah, he's as a freshman. I mean, he's just going to get better every week, Scotty.
Yeah.
Davis gets it. Goes to his right. It shakes loose. And he's into the end zone. Boy, again, Buffington got so much attention out as the pitch man that we left the quarterback open, and you got to hit the quarterback. Is that the job of the defensive end? I think the end got sealed, and we had two guys out there on the pitch man, but nobody accounted for the quarterback. That's happened several times tonight. Morton's going for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they've got to go
for it straight in, and he
short.
Is. Oh, they are calling him in. So that brings the score. Redbirds 21 to Potters 20 with 4:13 to go here in the second quarter.
Did he make it in there?
Boy, it was awful close. It looked like he fell. He got hit, but then when he fell, he was over the line. So he wasn't down. He did fall down into the end zone.
Now this is a drive where we would need our run game clicking here, because you'd love a long Metamora methodical drive here in the last 4:13. Just the way the teams have been going back and forth here, trading scores. You'd love to hold the ball, get a score, and then boom, we got the ball right away in the second half again.
Yeah, quick score update here. Pekin going in the half is up 9-6 on Washington. So again, that's a game I want to kind of watch pretty closely. But yeah, we got a barn burner here. I mean, tell you what, we just when you think you can hold them, Davis seems like he shakes loose. Kyle on the return takes it up over the 20.
And he's, what, to the 20?
About the 22-yard line, looks like. Well, it would be nice to
put together,
like you said, Ryan, get a grind-out drive here and go into the locker room up a score. That would be ideal here.
You know, both those touchdowns are not, and I'm sure both teams are saying the same thing. That's not good defense.
Yeah. We're getting into a lot of big plays here. Cranford in the backfield next to Petrie. Cranford gets it and is hit immediately, and boy, almost looked like he had a hold of it. That's the way he got thrown down there.
Brought down by Gideon Snyder. Loss on the play.
Loses about, 4 yards on the play?
4 yards. Second and 14.
Second down, 14 for the Redbird.
Yeah, this defense has clearly been coached up to swarm to Cranford. You know, he's getting so much attention. Petrie back to pass. Is that Cote over there?
I think it is.
Yep.
Petrie with the strike to East Cote.
Little back shoulder to Cote.
Was he up a little? It looked like they're kind of a bad spot, isn't it? Or was that about right?
It doesn't look like they're giving him the forward progress there. They're you know, where he got wrestled down, but he was about 2 yards ahead of that when he caught the ball. So I don't know if they're recognizing that forward progress. Brings up a third and about 6. Got a flag here. Illegal procedure here.
Who is that on? I mean,
I think that was on Barbarinas when he and Caleb Morrison, but the H-back, you know, got up to shift, and I don't know. I think that's legal, but
because you can have 2 guys in motion, it just can't be at the snap of the ball.
Well, you can't have 2 guys at the same time in motion. One guy's got to move, then the other guy has to move.
No, you can have 2 guys because you have sometimes those guys
2
are
guys
one
shifting at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in a shift before we're set. Maybe he thought we were set, and then he shifted. I don't know. Morrison comes off. Now we have another flag. Illegal substitution.
Boy, we're really shooting ourselves in the foot here.
On the Redbirds.
Little injury update on the sideline here. We got Eli Simmons, shoulder pads off down here, and 89, Sam Barbarinas.
Sorry, Sam Barbarinas.
I keep calling, but that must be Caleb Morrison then.
Shoulder pads still on, but getting checked out by the trainer.
Cam Nickel.
Cam Nickel with a boy,
play.
his eyelash away from breaking it.
Boy, he's awful close to the first down, and they are signaling first down. That's a huge play.
That's big. That's about that's 3rd and 17.
Wow.
And you pick it up.
That
is huge.
And something Coach Dolinsky's always been good at is he's always got, you know, one of those tricks up the sleeves, little counter. You saw a little counter play right there. That was perfect timing.
Like it's Jadon Cranford in the backfield with Stephen Petrie.
Cranford gets it off the left side, still on his feet, and just keeps driving and gets out to the 47-yard line. Wow.
Oh, they're not going to call a penalty on Cranford.
A flag is flying here. Not sure why. Did you see it, Scotty?
Yeah, it's on.
Probably unsportsmanlike here, unfortunately. Just a little much after the play, but
goodness.
Cranford, 14-yard run.
Cranford looked like I'm a cannon there. I mean, yep, unsportsmanlike against the Redbirds. So the ball is spotted at the 47. Did they give him the first down and then adjust from there since the ball was after the play?
I believe so. Is that a dead ball foul, and is that going to make it 1st and 25?
I don't know. So they are marching it back from the 47. Chain hasn't moved, so I don't know if they're acknowledging the play. Let's man up a 1st and 10.
And it'll stay 1st and 10.
Kind of a redo here. Well, it could have been worse.
Yep.
Petrie back to throw. Looking long here. Up for Frederick. Ball gets tipped. A nice play there by Silas Steffen for Morton. Stops the clock here with 1:02 to go in the half.
It looks like...
Yeah, again, it's kind of similar to that touchdown play. Same receivers, another yard or two on that pass, and it may have gone through.
And Steffen's got the length, too. He's got a massive wingspan, and that third long play he shut down.
He's 6'2".
Yeah, Steffen was an all-conference player last year, so he's a pretty tough kid. He rolls to his left, sets up, gets hit as he releases it. Cote adjusts to it, and it's a jump ball here that should go to the offense.
Yeah, it should go to the offense. Yep.
Go to the Redbird. Wow, what a play by Cote to come back and fight for that ball. Yep. Fantastic.
And 18 Trey Zobrist had it, and I think he kind of gave up when they went down on the ground, and he just kind of ripped it away. And at that point, if it's a jump ball, it goes to the offense.
That's right. Football, jump ball goes to the offense for sure. Great job by Cote. What a night he's having so far in this first half. Petrie back to pass, looking up for Frederick. Slightly overthrown. Oh. Well, clock stops here with 31.7. 2nd and 10 here. Birds are on the 38-yard line of Morton.
We can kind of get our breath.
Good to see us taking a few shots here.
Yeah, I like it.
Opens up some other stuff for us.
Do you think now you're going to see maybe some sort of a counter play with Jadon?
Yeah, I think you got to keep throwing the ball here for 31 seconds, or at least try to get down in field goal range, if that's a thing for us. Petrie back to pass. Pass gets knocked down.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, he completes that pass. They've got the sidelines.
Yeah, that's a good call. Just excellent defense by Morton there to get up and knock that down. Brings up a 3rd and 10 with 26.8 on the clock here in the half.
They shut that little screen play down there, but, man, that play's been gold for us over the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
If we can you just got to just tap it right over the line there, because the line releases, the O-line.
That's a pretty athletic play by the lineman there of Morton. Petrie back to pass. He's got time. He's looking up to Cranford. Cranford has it down inside the 20-yard line.
Wow. 20 seconds to go
on the clock, and Metamora takes the timeout.
I mean, and he had about a foot to spare, a foot-long window to fit that in, and absolute dime.
Yeah, great job by Cranford to adjust to the pass and meet it, not for the defense to come in there. So.
And there's guys you throw it up to in high school. I don't know, that's a 50-50 ball. When you throw it in a Jadon's window, there's about a 95% chance he's coming down with it.
Yeah, for sure. And, he had adjusted that. I mean, he was almost in stride, got tripped up a little bit, but, man, one more step, and I think he would have caught his balance.
You just can't express enough how massive a score here would be, and then to get the ball right away in the second half.
Yep.
Yeah, huge momentum.
The Redbird offense comes back onto the field. 20 seconds to go.
Grebner and Cote out to the right side. Udell on the left. Evan Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. Petrie's got it. Back to throw.
He's got a lot of room out there. He's got to just go. Just run.
Got room. Gets to the sideline. Gets right close to the first down marker.
That's good because he had a lot of room out there.
Yep. 10 seconds on the clock.
Inside the 10, down to about the
8-yard line. Looks
inside
like.
the 8.
Yep. So that's a first and goal from the 8, from what I can tell.
First and goal for Metamora from the 8-yard line. First and goal.
Well, you got, what, 2 chances here to throw it in the end zone?
2 chances, yeah. How many timeouts we got left? I can't see.
I'd love just to see go to Cam Nick here, you know. Oh, well, he's on the sideline, isn't he?
And we have 1 timeout left.
Grebner goes in motion. Petrie gives it to Kyle on the right side, and he's in the end zone.
Metamora!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow,
You know,
completely caught them off guard. They were looking for a pass, and a great call by Nick Dolinsky.
Caught me off guard, too. I did not expect us to run the ball there, but great job by, bringing Grebner over in motion and creating some motion to the left side, and then shooting Kyle right back to the right. Excellent play design by the Birds.
And just a perfectly set up drive there. Pass, 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 and then you sneak one in. The last thing that happened there was a run.
Yeah, great job. Grebner here to hold for Sopko. Kick is up and
good. That's a backbreaker for Morton.
Wow.
We got the ball with, 4:21 to go in the half, and we're going to kick off with 5.5 seconds to go in the half. Beautiful drive by Metamora. Could not ask for a better time-consuming drive, and then to get the score.
Love it, love it. Just the way Mr. Vogel drew it up.
Yep.
He called it. Well, good job, Ryan.
I do what I can.
Ooh, that feels good to put 28 points up here in the first half. Nice to have a little lead here.
It feels like the last 3 weeks our offense has just been bottled up and ready to explode, and it's just, man, it's been nice to see here in the first half.
Against a pretty solid team in Morton.
Yeah.
Almost like to see him squib one here, Ryan,
Absolutely, that's the play in this situation.
There it is. Ball gets squibbed, and it's out, and recovered now. Morton 38-yard line. .2 on the clock here for Morton from their own 38.
Yeah, that's so what?
And they're pleading for no runoff on the clock there, but it was one of those weird situations where he was already down when he fielded it.
Yeah, the ball was touched, though, and it was out for just, must have been 0.3 seconds. I mean, it could have been longer than that, but the ball was out, and it was touched.
And that'll do it for the first half. Redbirds will take a 28-8 lead into the halftime locker room. Great job by the Redbirds offense and defense.
Great half. Nice job. Great response from last week.
We'll be back in just a few minutes with the second half.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Going to Kaufman Wellness Center for 5 years has greatly helped me understand what my body can do, what I shouldn't do. They teach you different stretches and proper ways to ice and how to take care of your body in that way.
Call Kaufman Wellness Center today. Let us help you.
Well, we love it. So we've been coming for almost 10 years. Dr. Kaufman is affiliated with high school sports. It offers anything from adjustment to physical therapy. The whole staff is so good to my family, which is extremely important nowadays.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
Once again, this is your Redbird marching band.
How about another round of applause for your marching Redbirds? You can next see your Redbird Marching Band at the normal Marching Band Invitational tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Come on over and support your marching Redbirds.
I've got to get my nap in before.
And again, fans, give us just a moment. We'll have the winning ticket number for 50-50 tonight. Winner takes home $154. Getting tickets ready. We'll announce that number here momentarily.
Hey, Randy, test these things. Test them right now. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't hear any crackling now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yep.
What is Wi-Fi 6? Well, with dual-band Wi-Fi 6, you get a 4-fold increase in peak speeds, better security, and 30% better reach to give you complete coverage everywhere in the home. Wi-Fi 6 is the ideal solution if you're connecting more and more devices around your home. How about on my patio? Yes. In the garage? Bingo. Yes, the garage. The attic. Okay. Really, if you're working out of your attic, yes, it'll work in your attic. Treehouse. You have a treehouse. Okay. If you are the type of person that loves to leave your family and go to the treehouse, you can work in the treehouse. Yes, you are an ultra-connected user. Well, and lucky for you, Wi-Fi 6 supports both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands to take on even the most challenging connected homes like yours, by the sounds of it. These cutting-edge systems actually improve the efficiency of all your devices. So there you have it. Wi-Fi 6 improved performance and capacity in real-world conditions, like a treehouse. Thanks for watching.
Kirby Foods, be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee-owned. Mason Funeral Home, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. McDonald's, get out quickly with McDonald's mobile order and pay curbside pickup. Use the McDonald's app to earn points on all your orders. Merrill Lynch, want to thank them for the halftime sponsorship. Local faces with big company resources. We help families make great decisions with their money. Metamora Fields Golf Club, come for a quick bite after a round of golf. Metamora Fields, where you're always welcome. The Room, located in the historic Homestead Building, is proud to be your local football headquarters. Wertzman Lawn and Landscapes, family owned and operated since 2007. Take back your weekends with quality work from Wertzman Lawn and Landscapes. Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution. Thank all those sponsors. Hey Ryan, maybe you can check and see how some of the walking wounded are faring here for the second half. And another 3 minutes or so before the second half gets started. And a few guys get a little dinged up. I know Jadon Cranford came back in, had a really good first half. I think Cam Nickel came back in. We'll find out maybe from some of the Metamora coaches.
First half stats for Metamora: Stephen Petrie, passing yardage, 8 for 13, 222 yards. Receiving yardage, Aiden Cote, 4 catches for 131. Jadon Cranford, 2 catches, 65 yards.
So Metamora takes that 8-point lead into the halftime locker room, Randy. I think it's real important for Metamora to put together a nice drive like we did to end that first half. That's maybe the drive so far of the season.
I mean, and we threw the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, it'd be nice to see a little bit more balance, you know, to kind of run the clock. But, man, the way we threw the ball, I mean, Petrie's getting a lot of confidence here and just throwing the ball well, seeing his receivers. And, you know, the receivers are making great adjustments to the ball. I mean, you know, Eden Cote fights for that ball, gets the jump ball there. Without that, we're in big trouble. So, you know, we've had some.
And then Jadon right down here at the 20.
Oh, made a great adjustment to the ball and made that play. So, yeah, you know, really a team effort. Lots of guys shine there in that drive. So, love to see it.
And I think Nick Dolinsky, that man, you can't argue with a single play call there he made. And I love that call at the end where they're all set up for some sort of a pass, a screen pass. You know, they were looking for a pass, and we came back with a handoff. And Kyle had shake off one kind of arm tackle, and then he raced into the end zone, and there was nobody going to catch him. It was a great play.
Yeah, they brought Grebner in motion, and just, you know, everything looked like it was going to the left side, and got Kyle on that backside. It was beautiful. You know, awesome play. So you're right. We've got to get some momentum here and establish this thing because, yeah, it's still a little too close for comfort here. You know, defensively, I really think we need to adjust, and, you know, when they run that option, somebody has to take the quarterback. And I'm sure Coach Grebner had a very strong, emphasizing discussion with his players at halftime to let them know somebody needs to hit the quarterback when he, you know, starts running down the line like that, looking like it's an option. You know, that's just fundamental football.
Because it's not a speed option. It's kind of he's sitting back there waiting.
He's reading, and then, if he sees an alley, he's cut down there. And that sophomore quarterback, I mean, he's physical. He likes to run.
Yep.
So,
hey, Ryan, can you see who's back deep for Metamora?
Yep, Evan Kyle.
Okay. Good first half for Evan Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle gets it about the 7-yard line. Cuts it back. Gets to the edge, gets out right around the 15 or so.
You know, I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. That's where it ended up.
Yeah, I think he saw a little bit of space there. I mean, that was good coverage by the Morton kick team. You know, there's really no gaps in there.
So Metamora will have it 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line, it looks like.
And the space for kick returners is definitely deceiving. I mean, you got all 11 guys coming at you, so sometimes you just got to put your head down, and if you can only get out to the 20, 25, then but sometimes you just got to bite the bullet.
So Metamora will come out with Petrie and Jadon Cranford in the backfield.
Cote and Grebner off to the right, and can't see who over there on the left. Is that Frederick maybe? Petrie hands it to Cranford on the left side. Big pile. Maybe gets a yard or two.
Looks like he's going to get about 2 yards there. Any updates?
A couple scores here. Canton 16, East Peoria 14 in the third quarter. So we got a barn burner. I believe that's out in Canton today. Pekin 9-6 over Washington still in the third quarter. Dunlap 42-0 over Limestone in the third quarter. Peoria High 70. Emmanuel 12 in the third quarter. Glenwood 24, Rochester 10 in the third. Nebraska 17-10 over Illinois at half. Flag fly here before the snap. I think we've got a legal procedure here on the Birds.
Well, that came from the umpire, too.
I didn't see it. Did you see it, Scott?
I didn't see it either, but, you know, the two guys threw flags, so it had to have happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been somebody in the line. Or
makes it a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, 13, 14. Petrie keeps it and is wrapped up immediately. That'll bring up a 3rd and about close to 20.
Just going back to those score updates, you want to talk about what would be a crushing loss if East Peoria lost to Canton there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a must-win for their almost their playoff hopes, because their schedule from there on out is ruthless.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
3rd down, 17 for Metamora.
Yeah, you got to be rooting for East Peoria a little bit, you know, to try to squeak into the playoffs. That would be a good thing for East Peoria, obviously, in the conference. Petrie rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man. He's got Frederick. Frederick just couldn't haul it in, but he had lots of room. Tough. That brings up a 4th down for the Birds here. They'll be punting out of their own end zone. Frederick's going to see that one in his sleep tonight, no question about it.
You can't let that happen.
And I just want to say, Petrie's so level-headed. I mean, you obviously as a quarterback, you'd love your receiver to catch that one, but just puts his head down, goes to next play mentality, and I like that about him.
Yeah, my prediction is that the punt is blocked out of the end zone, and that is going to be a safety for Morton. So they'll get 2 points, and now the Redbirds will kick from their own 20-yard line. You know, the big decision here for a coach is, do you kick it or do you punt it? And, you know, I've always kind of been in the school of thought that you do a punt here, but we'll have to see what coach decides to do, because he's got the option. Ryan, what do you think as an ex-kicker and punter? What do you think here?
Well, one, I know the answer. We're kicking off, and 2, I like that, especially with our punter being our QB as of now. You're probably going to kick this off because Tommy puts it where he wants.
Yeah, be able to place it somewhere here. I think there's value to that. Yeah, so Sopko comes out on the field.
2-point safety as the Metamora punt is blocked on the back of the end zone.
And I did a little bit of both. I did a little bit of punting and kickoff. Here's the difference. One, as a kicker, you're going to be able to kick it farther, in my opinion, on a kickoff. But the punt, what that's going to do for you is going to give your guys a lot more time to get down the field, a lot more hang time. It's going to be kicked a lot higher. So
I'm a fan of the punt here. I as an ex-kicker and punter, I had to punt a few of these and was able to get the hang time. And, you know, when you're kicking off from your own 20, if you can just pin them down in their own side of the field, you feel like that's a win in this situation. You know what I mean?
I just don't think we have the availability of a punter right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true. Jaden Lambert is out, and Petrie's Morton fields at their own 45. Takes it into down about the Metamora 45. So
about the 46-yard line, where they'll have 1st and 10 for their first possession of the game. Defense is going to have to stand up. We need a turnover.
Yeah, and it's pretty good field position for Morton here. So hopefully we can get this turned around. Buffington starts out in the backfield here with the sophomore quarterback, Davis, in the spread. Now they've got some motion here. Rankenberger in motion. Davis keeps it. Now he gets it out to Rankenberger. Much better job by the Redbirds that time handling the quarterback option. You see they gave Davis the attention he needed.
And they made him pitch it early.
Yes, exactly. So in the first half, I mean, he was allowed to not be contacted on a play like that. So excellent adjustment by the Redbirds defense at halftime.
And they both just kind of stopped and looked at each other.
Yeah.
Which was kind of unique.
Buffington gets it up the middle, rumbles forward for like about 5.
We probably got closer to 7. It'll make it a 3rd and about 6.
Big 3rd down play here for the Birds. Davis keeps it. Gets inside the 40-yard line. Brings up a 4th down.
Who made that tackle?
Brian?
Graham Bittner made that tackle.
Braden Bittner.
Braden Bittner. Braden Bittner.
For 13.
My bad. Braden Bittner. Man, that's bad on my part. No, he didn't get it.
Big pile up there by the Birds. It looks like they got the stop.
Yep, they got the stop. It'll be 1st down, Redbird.
Redbird ball. Fantastic job by the defense there. You know, and I really think it starts on how we defended the quarterback option play, Scotty. I mean, they hurt us on that quarterback option in the first half. Davis got way too many yards, so great job by Coach Grebner to make that adjustment.
And, it put them behind the chains, and that's always big on 1st down, to put the other team behind the chains.
And you go back and think, we were punting out of our own end zone. That punt, probably ends up somewhere near the 40 with a return, and they have a pretty good field position, and they end up only getting 2 points out of that. So, I mean, in some books, you'd call that a win.
Yeah. Petrie keeps it. Gets over the 45-yard line.
Stephen Petrie on the carry.
Again, there's, quarterback option to quarterback option here.
Did a nice job of reading. That was nice.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Saw the seam and it cut right back in. It's about 8 yards there.
We got to gain that momentum back now. We've kind of done a pretty good job so far, but we got to keep it going.
Yeah, Petrie's made some really good decisions in this game. Evan Kyle, the deep running back for the Birds. Kyle gets it up the middle. Just short of the 1st down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
On the stop, J.J. Barnes from Morton.
Yep. 3rd and 1.
Short of the 1st down.
Big down for the Redbird offense here.
Yeah. Yep. They get this 1st down and need to get in Morton territory here. Kyle, the lone back, with Petrie. Morrison at H-back. He shifts over to the right-hand side. Shotgun. Petrie keeps it up the middle and gets into Morton territory for the 1st down.
That's a great play by the junior QB, Stephen Petrie. Ethan was his older brother.
Yeah.
I got to get these names straight.
Well, talk about a kid, you bring up Ethan Petrie. He played with my middle son, and man, what a fun kid to watch. That kid, I don't remember anybody running harder than him. He was absolutely a leader by example when he was on the football field. Fun kid to watch. Yeah, so Stephen's definitely got a good role model in his older brother.
For sure.
Petrie back to pass. Looking to his left, didn't like what he saw. Now he's scrambling and just bulldogged Morton Potter and falls forward to the 42-yard line. Wow, that was a powerful. He looked like his brother right there.
Yes, he did.
That looked like the way Ethan ran right there. Wow.
Brings up 2nd and 4. You just don't like, if you're the other team, you don't like when the other team's quarterback trucks you.
Oh, yeah, that was a collision, man.
Brings up a 2nd and 4. We're in Morton territory. Well, we've driven from the 15-yard line, so nice job by the Redbird offense so far. No, wait, we got it from the 40-yard line.
Petrie back to pass. He's looking long, looking for Frederick. Just a little bit out in front of him.
Boy, he had him wide open again, though.
Needed to bend that just a little bit quicker. But,
is there a penalty flag?
We've got, didn't see.
Oh, no penalty flag. It looked like he had a penalty back there, but
Yeah, I don't know what the white hat was pointing. I don't know if it was to the clock or I don't know what he was doing.
I like that 2nd and 4. You took a shot downfield.
Yeah,
I like that.
You know, that keeps the defense honest. You know, that first step now is on their back heels, you know, to defend the long play. So you're right. You know, that slows the blitz down a little bit. I mean, that does a lot of nice things for your offense.
And they've got that in the back of their mind that we've actually had them beat twice.
Petrie keeps the ball off to the right side, gets a couple. So this will bring up a 4th down.
4th and about 3.
So I got to believe you're in 4-down territory
For
here,
sure.
Scotty. Yeah, I want to say they had 5 or 6 down linemen that time. They really loaded the box on that play, honest.
And we still picked up almost 2 yards.
Yeah. Cranford comes in, blown back in the backfield here. You got trips left. You got Udell, Cote, and Grebner on the left side. Now the white hat throws a flag, and that's illegal substitution on the Redbirds. I don't know. Somebody not go in the huddle or not quite sure. Too many men on the field, possibly.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, I think we had an extra guy out there.
Does that make it a punt now?
Doesn't look like it. We've got the offense out there. Cranford to the left of Petrie, then shotgun. Cranford gets the ball on the outside, picks up a block, and not much there. And Morton will take over right about midfield. Cranford's limping here. He comes off the field. He took a hit there. Hopefully he can shake that off.
And you get the feeling they knew exactly who and where that was going.
Well, they were going to try and get the ball to our most dynamic player, so.
Morton takes it up the middle here. Looks like Buffington gets about 4. Couple of updated scores here. Again, Canton 16, East Peoria 14 at half. Washington 13, Pekin 9 in the 4th quarter. Dunlap 42-0 over Limestone in the 3rd quarter. Peoria High 78-12 over Manual in the 4th. Buffington gets it up the middle again. Gets a couple. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and about 3 for Potters.
Here's a score for you, Scotty. Chatham Glenwood 45, Rochester 10.
Yep.
In the 4th quarter. Wow. And the Nebraska-Illinois game is still at 17-10 Nebraska with 9:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Thank you to Alex Staub for providing that to us. Buffington up the middle. Looks like he stopped short here.
Yep.
For the 1st down. Looks like about a yard short. Down to the Metamora 41-yard line.
It's a full yard. He's a full yard short.
Got a Redbird down here.
Is that Cam Nickel again?
I think that's the freshman Gavin Ryan down. Maybe it's a cramp.
Metamora injury, Gavin Ryan.
And maybe they're looking at his ankle.
Halftime score, Canton 16, East Peoria 14. 4th quarter score, Washington 13.
Well, big play here for the defense.
Yep.
You know, we got a chance here.
4th quarter score, Peoria High 78.
Stop him here and get a turnover.
3rd quarter score, Dunlap 42, Limestone 0.
And I hate to say it, but this isn't looking too promising down here.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
Morton's sign service team, led by third-generation sign installer Andrew Morton, is excited for another year of serving as Central Illinois' premier full-service sign company. Not only are we a proud authorized Watchfire digital message sign dealer, but we can custom design and fabricate a brand new sign to your specifications, as well as repair and upgrade your existing signage. Remember, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. Call Morton Sign Service today for a free quote.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Gavin Ryan gets help off the field.
Help from his dad, Matt, and the trainer there. So looks like he's on his own power now. He was hopping, so boy, that's great to see. Freshman there.
Fast healer.
Yeah, fast healer. He's a tough kid. You know, we're going to see a lot out of him the next few years. It's going to be fun to watch his development. So Morton here with a 4th and 1. Big play for the Redbirds defense. Davis has it. Takes it straight ahead, gets the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10. The Metamora 42. I'm sorry, the Metamora 37.
Looks like we got another guy down. I can't see who that is. Brian, can you see who the next player is that's down?
Just down to the knee there.
Looks like Cam Nickel with possible shoulder again, bugging him.
Yeah, that shoulder's been kind of bugging last couple of games.
Brings in Grady Neal once again, comes in for him.
Run out of players down here.
Davis hands it off, like to Buffington. Buffington gets inside the 30-yard line. Gain of about 8.
Buffington, the ball carrier.
We're going to have to suck it up.
On the stop, Landon Snyder from Metamora.
Yeah, it brings up a 2nd and 2. Davis keeps it on the left side and gets tripped up there by like Bittner.
Tripped up by Brayden Bittner.
Wow, boy, if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, he's off to the races. Nice play by Bittner, but first down for Morton here.
We need a turnover.
Yeah, we really do. You know, they're really getting physical here. Morton gets down to the 15-yard line.
Seams on the carry.
That's Seams on the carry. Metamora takes a timeout here. Looks like they caught us in a substitution. You know, one thing about what Morton's been doing today, the pace of how they're playing. I mean, they're getting up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry, and they're running plays very quickly. You know, they are, you know, and I think they're trying to catch us in the wrong substitution pattern. And they just did it there. I mean, just caused the timeout. But, you know, I don't know, Ryan, have you noticed the pace of how fast Metamora's offense is playing today?
Yeah, both offenses are playing fairly fast, but I mean they're catching us in the middle of substitutions, but we also have a personnel problem. So we're trying to get the right guys in because we have 3-4 guys down at this point. So there's a lot of names being called down here. So everyone's just kind of staying ready. We had to burn one there, and as opposed to taking penalty yardage.
Seams gets down to the close to the 10.
Is that a first down?
It looks like a first down, yeah, from right outside the 10-yard line there, maybe on the 11. But here, you know, Morton's lined up again. I mean, they're in a hurry. They're running really a hurry-up offense, and they don't want our defense to be able to sub or do anything. That's right up the middle. Seams. It's about 3, looks like.
Seams on the run.
Even Petrie in on that tackle.
And here's Morton lining up, ready to go as soon as that ball's spotted. Davis takes it up the middle.
Touchdown.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to run an up-tempo pace here on us. And especially kind of like what you pointed out, Ryan, you know, with a lot of substitutions now, you know, they're trying to catch us off balance for sure. Well, that ties it up at 28 here with 54.8 to go in the third quarter, and Morton to attempt the one-point conversion. It's up, and it's good, so that gives Morton the lead, 29-28.
Metamora has to answer now. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter.
Just under 1 minute left in the third quarter. Morton takes the lead, 29-28.
Yeah, I really do believe that, you know, Metamora's best plays have come on pass plays.
Yeah, oh, for sure. You know, and we've talked about that with our athletes. You know, we've got so many guys that if you get them out in space, they can make things happen, you know. So, you know, we've done a nice job, you know, getting some big plays between the tackles. But I agree. I think, you know, where we hit pay dirt is really when we get the ball outside and throw the ball down the field. I think that's where our big opportunities are. Ball bounces to Kyle at the 5, picks it up, gets out close to the 20.
And he gets it out to, what, the 21 maybe?
Kyle on the return.
I think the key for us right here is we got to stay aggressive. We've made their defense uncomfortable all game by throwing it, and you could tell that we found some weaknesses. We can't just, if we keep running it, I mean, they've had a solid run defense all game.
Yeah, we've got to get the ball outside. You know, they're going to key on Cranford. But you're right, you know, get the ball outside. You know, and when you're running Cranford in that option play, you know, he takes so much attention that it really opens up Petrie to cut it back up the middle. Cranford the sole back behind Petrie.
He's going to break one here.
They throw the ball out. Got Grebner out there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Loses about a half yard, and Petrie and Cranford collided as he threw the ball there, so that was kind of awkward. So Petrie's down. Not sure, if this is a cramp or he knocked his knee or whatnot. But
it looks like a cramp.
But just as he released the ball, there was a collision there. So a little, maybe there's supposed to be a fake before he threw that pass or something. But just a little awkward getting that ball out of the backfield.
Right.
No gain in the play. We'll bring up second down.
Yeah, it looks to be a cramp here. So we may see who's our second string quarterback.
I think it's Avery.
Is it Avery? Okay, Grebner.
I mean, how many guys are we going to have go down?
Yeah,
it's becoming concerning now.
Yeah, football is a game of attrition, My fantasy football team, Scotty, I've got George Kittle and Deebo Samuel. I got two guys out, NFL, right? I mean, football, physical game, you're going to have injuries. It's just part of the game. We've got to play through it. So it does look like Grebner is out there playing quarterback. And you've got, he's flanked by Evan Kyle right now.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Redbirds.
Cote and looks like Parker McDonald is in the slot right now on the right-hand side. Grebner hands it off. That's Evan Kyle. Gets about 5, looks like.
Brings up a... And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. Redbirds take a 1-point deficit into the fourth quarter. Take this time to thank our sponsors. The Boys of Fall. Don't miss the Boys of Fall concert on September 21st at Black Partridge Park, featuring Redbird alumni Joe Stam, Brady Vansel, and Landon Durst. Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds.
It's no good.
Goodfield State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. See you on the square. Kirby Foods. Kirby Foods. Be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds.
3rd down and 5 coming up for Metamora. Grebner in the quarterback if you start the fourth quarter.
Big down for the Redbird offense.
Grebner's in, takes off to his left. He's got daylight.
Oh, that's a nice play.
Midfield, boy, really shows his speed there. Want to throw a shout out here to the Metamora grade softball team. They play Mendota Holy Cross tomorrow at 11 a.m. up at Indian Creek High School up in Shabana, Illinois. So good luck to them. Alex Stow will be covering them. Alex, where do you cover them on? The winner of this game goes to state. So, Alex, good luck to your team out there, and thanks for covering them. They're trying to make state for the 4th straight year. So good luck to the Metamora Grade School softball team.
1st and 10 for the Redbirds from the 50-yard line.
Petrie back to pass. He's looking long for Frederick. Frederick
got it. Oh, and he falls down at about the 3-yard line, but he got us down inside.
I
what
love
a
it.
Play by.
He makes the play. He's got to be feeling good about that, and he may have a cramp.
Sniper got him.
Love it. Love the result there. But, good for Frederick. You know, after that earlier play, he's got to feel redeemed and feel really good about that. So big play. First and goal here inside the 5-yard line. Quick updated score here. Washington 19, Pekin 9 in the fourth quarter. So Washington's got a 10-point lead there.
Yep.
Morrison's in the backfield with Petrie. And now got a whistle here. The officials are talking something over here.
No flag.
They're waving off a flag here.
I'm not sure. I didn't see any flags being thrown.
Yeah, I don't know that they were questioning the substitution there. And now the field judge is, I don't know what they're starting the clock. Morrison in the backfield with Petrie. Petrie's got it, going to his left side, bounces it out.
Touchdown,
into the end zone.
Metamora. They get the lead back.
Wow. Love to see that response from the Redbirds, and what a nice big play to Mark Frederick. You know, he's such a weapon.
Yep.
If we can start dialing in on him, he's a tough kid to stop. And again, that just puts the defense on their heels. And I got to believe at some point, Frederick is such a weapon that you've got to put a high safety over him at some point. That really opens things up for our running game.
And Petrie just has a different type of physicality to him. There was nothing stopping him there.
Yeah, when he
Absolute
decides
bulldozer.
Yeah. Do you remember his brother, Ethan?
Oh, yeah. Very similar.
Yeah, that's powerful runners in that family. Redbirds go for 2, throws the ball out. Looks like it's slightly overthrown there to, was that Grebner, the intended receiver?
Yep. Boy.
So the Birds
I like the play.
Yeah, great call. Just couldn't execute. But Redbirds are up 34-29 here with 11:38 to go in the third quarter.
Need to stop.
I mean, yeah. Wow. This is getting to be a barn burner here. It's going to start looking like a basketball score pretty soon.
Hey, Ryan, did Cam Nichols come back in the second time yet?
He's still getting work done by the trainers over here, I believe.
Follow-up here on the Metamora softball team. You can, there's live audio tomorrow by searching Metamora softball on Mixlr, pronounced M-I-X-L-U-R. I'm sorry, M-I-X-L-R is, and that's Alex Staub on that broadcast. So thank you, Alex, for doing that.
Code gets ready to kick off.
Stopco puts it down at about the 23, fielded by number 20.
That's much better coverage there. Much better coverage.
Keenan Smith, and who initially hit him there? Somebody grabbed him around the leg. That was nice coverage. Ryan, did you get the number on that tackle?
I saw 24.
24 was in there?
24 cleaned up.
That's Caleb McAllister, a 6'2 junior. Nice job on special teams there.
I will say about Dobby covering the softball, there's not many guys that will go out of the way to do that. So good on him for giving coverage, especially for families who can't make it to that game.
Looks like Nichols is back in there.
Up the middle.
Pickup of almost 6 yards.
Yeah, Cam Nichols has returned to the game.
That was Duffington there up the middle. Duffington again gets hit by Bradley Shaw. Maybe falls forward for a yard, and now a flag flies. Not sure what this is about. Maybe a dead ball foul after the play. See what the call is.
It's against Metamora.
Personal foul against Metamora. Not sure what that could be.
I think it's taunting.
Okay. So that'll be 15 yards. That'll give a first down.
That takes it out to into the Metamora territory to the 49.
Another quick score here, Scotty, on an interesting game. Kankakee 26, Normal Community 13 at the final score. So, we talked about how tough Kankakee is, and they're legit.
Yeah, we knew they were going to be good. They're athletic.
Davis keeps it.
Davis on the keeper.
Pickup of about 4.
On the stop, Avery Grebner, Cam Nickel.
We need a turnover, Randy. We need a turnover.
And they're just kind of pounding away here. Up the middle again, gets hit immediately. That's Riley Jackson on the hit. And now we've got another flag.
I think that's against Morton.
I think that is going to go against Morton. So while they're figuring this, there it is, yeah, personal foul against Morton. So that's a big help to the Redbirds here.
Gotta move him back another 50. That's a post play, so that play counts.
Yeah, so that's second down and what?
It'll be third down now. Third that happened after the play.
3rd and 20.
But it's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay.
That makes it. Is it still second?
Yeah, he has not changed that down marker. I don't know if that's right or not. Rankenberger gets it and falls forward for a couple yards.
Yeah.
Updated score for us here in the Illinois-Nebraska game. It's all knotted up here, 17-all, with 1:55 to go in the third quarter.
Illinois hanging tough. Now it is 4th down. Their signal, it's 4th down. And they'll bring their punt unit on.
Nice. Nice job. Yeah, good call on that, Scotty. The chain crew there did not change
well, they don't. A lot of times they don't get that information to the sidelines very well. So.
Yeah, that side judge has really got to be talking to them. So Grebner back to receive about his own 20-yard line. Ball rolls. It's down to about the 12, looks like.
That's a tough one for Grebner to come up and catch,
Yeah, they had great coverage, though. I mean, there's a guy right there in his face, so, if he bobbles that ball at all, he's going to take quite a pop, and there's risk. There's risk anytime you field that ball. It's tumbling and rolling. And
so Metamora's going to have to put together another one of those drives like we did right before the end of the first half.
Yep.
We got
88 yards to go here.
There's just over 9 minutes to go. We got to seal the deal.
Yeah. Evan Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. Cote and Grebner on the left side. Morrison shifts to the left, the H-back position. They give it to Kyle off the left. Gets about to the 15-yard line.
Evan Kyle on the carry, tripped up near the 15-yard line.
It's about 3.
On the top,
And for the Illinois-Nebraska game, for those listening at home, don't forget we have Metamora ties to that game. Former head coach Pat Ryan still on the sidelines for the Illini.
Yep, doing some recruiting for Illini, and I think he's the ambassador for the state of Illinois coaches. I think for the team, which what a great role for him.
Perfect fit.
Morrison shifts to the left. Petrie keeps it, goes up the middle, gets a couple.
Stephen Petrie up the middle for Metamora. On the stop, J.J. Barnes.
Another leg cramp.
Petrie's just slow to get up with a cramp. So
That
third. Couple updates here on scoring. East Peoria 21, Canton 16 in the third. Again, Washington 19-9 over Pekin in the fourth quarter. Late in the fourth, Dunlap 49, Limestone 0. That's the final score. Peoria High 78, Manual 12, final score. And again, that Glenwood Rochester game 45-17. That's a final score. So thank you to Alex Dow for giving us those updates as the day goes on. So, Illinois, Nebraska, that's a top 25 game. I want to say Illinois is ranked 24, and Nebraska's maybe ranked 22. So, whoever wins that game will have a chance to jump a few spots. So Petrie is on his own power coming off the field.
Avery Grebner will have to come in again. Boy, we're just having all kinds with leg cramps, aren't we?
Yeah, these hot games, anytime it's over 70 degrees, it just puts a lot of strain on these guys.
Avery Grebner checks in the quarterback for Stephen Petrie.
So Parker McDonald is in there at receiver, it looks like, in for Grebner. Grebner keeps it, has a little seam, still on his feet. Gets out over the 30-yard line.
That's two big plays by the senior. Real nice article today in the Journal-Star about him and his dad. I guess that was yesterday.
And he just looks extremely comfortable back there, too. It doesn't look like there's any sort of panic or...
Well, he was a quarterback.
Skipped a beat.
Freshman, sophomore year. Well, not so much his sophomore, but he has played quarterback before.
Gives kind of a wildcat feel to the offense.
Yeah, I mean, with his speed and his vision, does a great job.
Is Petrie back in there now?
No, that's still Grebner.
Yeah, it is still Grebner, isn't it?
Morrison shifts to the right. Cranford in the backfield. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Kyle. And Morton just blitzes him and comes after him. Play's blown dead. That'll be a loss of a few yards.
Tackle for loss for Metamora. On the stop, J.J. Barnes.
7 minutes to go in the ballgame. A lot of time. That's why we got to...
Brings up a second and, 13?
Yep.
Scotty, we kind of had this issue last year, when we had a one-back set, they just started blitzing us and coming up. So we've got to get that ball out a little bit quicker. So a final score here, Washington 19, Pekin 9. So Washington goes to 2-0 in the Middle Illini. Pekin's 1-1. Grebner hands it off to Kyle, and Kyle has a lot of green in front of him, and he is flying down this and cuts it back.
Oh, what a cut!
And nobody's going to catch Evan Kyle in the open field. Wow, what a play. What a play.
Boy, that is huge.
Oh, my goodness.
That was like Tom Hagen running down the field, didn't it?
The breakaway speed, like I said, when we get our athletes out in space, it is scary. Love to see that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
What a cut at about the 40-yard line, 35, 40-yard line, into the back, into the middle of the field, because they had some angles on him.
Yeah, they had an angle on him, and he cut, and that guy was at full speed, and, he just kind of tripped over himself. But great job by Evan Kyle, just to have the vision and really make that play work. Redbirds go for 2, and it's Petrie, and he doesn't make it in.
So it's 40-29, 11-point lead.
6:07 on the clock. Explosive. This offense is absolutely explosive when we get the ball out in the open field.
Yeah. just over 6 minutes to go now. And Redbird's up by 2 scores. You can't relax. You still got to play hard-nosed defense. I get that going for 2, though. That puts us up 13. Might as well. 11 or 13 really isn't much of a difference, so you might as well go for.
Yeah, but 11. I mean, 2 touchdowns. They've got it. They've got it.
You are attending the 800th game of Metamora football program history.
You realize this is our 800th game in program history, thanks to Alex Staub.
Wow. Well, Alex says
Chuck Leonard was here the first one. He was the honorary captain.
Alex wants to take roll of that game. He thinks you were maybe here, Scotty.
Oh,
so, Stopko pooches it down to the 25. Gets it out to the 40. So Morton will take over at their own 40-yard line here with 6 minutes on the clock. Well, we've got Cam Nickel out there. We've got Petrie out there in defense. So
we got some guys. At Petrie, you got to hand it to him, man. He's been dinged a couple of times. He just keeps coming back.
Keeps coming. Yeah, he's a tough kid.
Nichols has been hurt. He keeps coming back.
Up the middle to Buffington. Gets a couple.
Tackled by, you said, Cam Nickel. And
yeah, you're not. It's going to take a lot to put Cam Nickel on the sideline.
Yeah.
He's a fighter. He's one of our tougher kids. Back to pass. Davis looks to the side. Gets it. Looks like a little short of the first down here.
Yeah, he's about a yard short.
Number 2, Matt Sander on the catch for Morton.
We got some sophomores out there. Keon Allen, number 21, playing a little defensive end.
Up the middle. Buffington falls forward.
I think he's got it.
Down. Yeah, gets it by about a half a yard into Metamora territory.
Make them spend some time.
On the stop, Brad Shock for Metamora.
Morton in the spread. Buffington in the backfield. Davis back to pass. Looking to his right. Going long. Got a receiver. Slightly overthrown. And Bittner was in coverage, but he's trying to point out to the official that the receiver ran out of bounds and then came back in. That could almost be illegal touching.
Yeah.
So Bittner's kind of trying to point it out, but the ref didn't see it, so it's too late. So 2nd and 10 for Morton. Again in the spread, Davis back to pass, looking across the middle.
And it's incomplete. That's pretty good coverage. Who's that out there? That's Avery Grebner.
Grebner in coverage, and the pass was short. Update here on the scores. Nebraska's up 23-17 with 14:57 to go in the fourth quarter over the Illini.
Just under 5 minutes to go. 3rd and 10 for Morton. Big down for the Redbirds here, too, because I'm sure they'll go. It's 4-down territory.
Yeah, being down 2 scores under 5 minutes. Davis runs the option. Nobody picks him up. And his helmet comes off. He's going to have to come out for a play. And now we have a flag late. Not sure what that's about. So he's short of the first down, but now there's a flag. I don't know if they're going to call a face mask maybe, or
they may call.
What do we have here? Personal foul on the Redbirds.
What do we keep doing? We keep shooting ourselves.
I didn't see what that was, but it could be somebody got a hold of the face mask and pulled it.
But it's
pulled the helmet off.
That would have been face mask.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it did come in after the whistle was blown. So that takes Morton inside the Redbirds' 30-yard line, down to about 28, looks like. still in the spread. Davis is out there. Option. Pitches it out. Seems.
Oh, that's great pursuit. Who is that out there?
Cam Nickel comes out.
And Bittner.
Yeah. Comes out and makes the play. So nice job of picking up the quarterback again. We've done such a better job on the quarterback option here in the second half.
And luckily got in bounds there, too.
Yeah, we did keep him in bounds. That was a good point. Just over 4 minutes to go.
Tim's got it, and he's got some green into the end zone.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Morton.
4:05 on the clock here.
A 26-yard run for Morton.
They're just dashing us.
Yeah, a little too much space there. You know, I really felt like, you know, they kind of jabbed to the right side and cut it back on the back side of the defense, and we just didn't have anybody there to fill. Morton's going for 2. Davis keeps it up the middle.
That was too easy.
Gets in untouched.
2-point conversion good for Morton.
We're a little thin right now because we have so many guys dinged
We're at 4 minutes left.
that we're thin.
Metamora 40. The Morton Potters 37.
So just over 4 minutes, Randy. We've got to protect the ball now.
Yeah, 3-point game here with a little over 4 minutes to go. So it would really be nice to see us just put together a drive here and just grind the clock down.
Yep.
Very similar to what we were looking at before the half, right? 4 minutes. Got to string some things together, but I agree, Scotty. We've had some personal fouls here. We really have to clean that up. You know, we can't have penalties here. You know, that really helped out their drive here. A number of times we've got them out of trouble.
That's three times we've had
some big penalties. Yeah, if you look at our penalty yardage for the day, it's not going to be a good stat. It's like Cranford is back. Everybody's up for Metamora, anticipating the onside kick here.
Yep.
Kind of pooch it. Cranford's got to run it down, gets it in his own 15, turns and goes down about the 11.
Did he slip?
If he slipped or just wasn't feeling right and just decided to take a dive.
It kind of looked like he realized that he was up, and I mean, because he was kind of going just side to side there, not much north to south.
Yeah, they had some pursuit there.
The Redbird offense has got their work cut out for them.
Yep. Petrie's out there at quarterback. Looks like Kyle is going to flank him. Grabner and Cote out on the right side. Petrie hands it to Kyle up the middle. Still on his feet, gets about 4. I'm sorry, gets about 2. Thought we were down at the 10.
Did I pick up a 3?
That's about 2.
Well, it was. So,
second down and 9 for Metamora.
Keep that clock moving.
we just got to methodically move down the field.
Petrie keeps the ball. Still on his feet. Got the first down out over the 30.
That's a great job by the junior quarterback. Woo!
Big first down there.
And that's going to about double our breathing room, man. That is massive.
Yep. As soon as those sticks get set, the clock should start. There it goes. Clock's under 3 minutes now.
We got 20-some seconds on the play clock, so we can take it down. We need about 2 more first downs.
Petrie now watching the clock, making sure he's taking advantage. Kyle gets it off the right side. Gets out right about the 35-yard line. Gets a couple. Timeout Morton. They stop the clock here with 2:28 to go.
How many timeouts do they have left, Ryan? Can you see? Two timeouts left?
Yep, but Metamora and Morton both have 2.
If we get a first down here, we're looking pretty good.
Got to get a first down, maybe another one. If they got timeouts, I think we got to get 2 more first downs.
Yeah. Yep, you just got to keep moving forward here. Making that clock be your friend. All right. Cranford is back in the backfield here with Petrie. Good to see him out there. 2nd and 8. Grebner goes in motion. Cranford gets it up the middle.
Boy, oh boy. Cranford just about broke that.
Yeah. Gets a yard. Clock is stopped at 2:22. Morton takes another timeout. That's a 3rd and 7 for the Redbirds. So just a quick update here on the Illini game. Looks like Nebraska's up 24-17, 12-18 in the 4th. But the Illini are driving. They're down on the Nebraska 14-yard line. So we'll have to keep you updated on that.
How much time?
Still 12 minutes to go. Over 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
So they could get a field goal and still be okay.
Yeah. Lots of time.
So Metamora, after the timeout, will have 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Cranford's in the backfield with Petrie. Grebner in motion. Petrie looking to throw, gets the ball to Cranford and can't haul it in. And so the clock stops. And that brings up a 4th down for the Birds.
I love the call. The call.
I think it's a great call, and he had some green there, and just, boy, he'd love to have that back, you know? So now, that's not Petrie back to kick. That's Tommy Sopko. Looks like he's back to punt here.
So I guess you'd call this is this our 4th string punter here?
Third string.
Jaden Lambert, and gets a nice kick down the middle. Takes a Morton bounce. Gets down about the 45-yard line. So Morton ball at their own 45 here with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. So the defense has got to step up and make a play here. Like Seams is in the backfield with Davis. They're in the spread. Back to pass. Looking to his right. He's looking long. And the ball falls incomplete.
I can't see that was on defense there.
Yeah, that's Bittner in coverage there.
Yeah, Bittner, number 13, in coverage there. So the clock stops at 2:03. 2nd and 10 here for Morton. That's pretty good coverage over there. It would have been a heck of a catch to haul that in. Morton the spread. Runs the option. Davis keeps it, gets out to about midfield.
Isaac Davis runs the ball.
Brings up a 3rd and 5. Morton's right on the ball, ready to go. Clock is running under 1:45.
100 seconds.
Davis runs to the left. Nobody hits him. He's out. Now Petrie's got him. Down about the 30-yard line. Minute 32 on the clock.
Stephen Peachy on the stop for Metamora. First down, Potter.
Boy, Davis really has a lot of yards here on the ground tonight. Davis gives it up to 25. Sims, and he is stopped immediately. Maybe gain of 2 yards. Clock's running, getting down close to 1 minute. 2nd and 8 for Morton. Davis in the spread. Quarterback option. Pitches it. Forward. That was a forward pitch.
Yep.
And they had men down the field. So I don't know, you know, that's a forward pass, Scotty, and they had guys 10 yards down the field.
But it was behind the line of scrimmage.
Was it still behind the line of scrimmage? Boy, that was awful close. Awful close. So 3rd and 8 here.
And Grebner's going to go out there and ask about that, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, because that was awful close to being over the line of scrimmage. And I mean, they had guys 10 yards down the field blocking. So.
But it was behind the line of scrimmage, so I'm not sure, but I think it was.
He could still forward pitch it.
Yeah.
But if the player caught it at the line of scrimmage or in front of the line of scrimmage, I don't know. I don't know. That's a finer point of officiating here that I'd be interested to get some insight on. So yeah, Grebner is certainly asking the question. Quick update here. The Illini get into the end zone. So it's 24-23 Nebraska right now. 10:30 to go in the 4th quarter in the Illini game. This brings up a 3rd and 8 for Morton with 52.9 on the clock. Inside the Redbirds' 30-yard line. Down by 3. Davis gets it on the option on the left side.
Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Not much there, yeah. That brings up a 4th down. And the clock is running here inside of 40 seconds.
First down, 4th and 8 for the Potters.
And Davis looks like he's calling it from the quarterback position in the spread, back to pass. He's looking, throws over the middle. The ball falls incomplete.
And Metamora will come away with a big victory tonight. That's a huge win and a great stop by the Redbird defense. They bent, but they didn't break.
Yeah, great job by the Birds. And a lot of different guys stepped up tonight, you know, and filled roles and did a nice job for the Birds. So
now we get to play the best play in football, the victory kneel.
That good old victory formation. You got to love it.
And guys, you got to be, I mean, I'm a little flabbergasted on the way they handled the last couple plays there. I mean, they were kind of running it like they were going to run the field goal unit out on. They just kind of, you know, a simple, nothing special run to the right, not even really an option, and just kept taking time off the clock, almost doing us a favor. No timeouts left. I truly thought the field goal unit was coming out.
Yeah.
But that would have done them no good.
Well, I mean, they could have tied it.
Yeah, it would have done them a little good.
Oh, it is 37 to.
So Petrie downs the ball, and the Redbirds will take the victory here, 40-37 in a barn burner here at Malone.
Great bounce back week for them.
Yeah.
Or we take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have a chat with head coach Jared Grebner.
Both of my children have really enjoyed Dr. Frenette. She's epic with our kids. She works so well, making them feel comfortable, making the treatments fun, because fears can be a big deal.
If you haven't tried chiropractic, call us at Kaufman Wellness Center.
I'm actually 49 years old and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. What I like about Kaufman is the communication is excellent. It's always very easy to get in. They had a huge impact on how fast I was able to reach my fitness goal.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do. It's okay. This is what we've been planning for. And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around. Powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
You can do it. 100. You can do it. We're not going to give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are going to be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're going to need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit snydervillage.com.
Jerry D here. I'm ready to answer your questions about broadband communications. What is Wi-Fi 6? Well, with dual-band Wi-Fi 6, you get a 4-fold increase in peak speeds, better security, and 30% better reach to give you complete coverage everywhere in the home. Wi-Fi 6 is the ideal solution if you're connecting more and more devices around your home. How about on my patio? Yes. In the garage? Bingo, yes, the garage. The attic, okay. Really, if you're working out of your attic, yes, it'll work in your attic. Treehouse, you have a treehouse, okay? If you are the type of person that loves to leave your family and go to the treehouse, you can work in the treehouse. Yes, you are an ultra-connected user. Well, and lucky for you, Wi-Fi 6 supports both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands to take on even the most challenging connected homes like yours, by the sounds of it. These cutting-edge systems actually improve the efficiency of all your devices. So there you have it. Wi-Fi 6 improved performance and capacity in real-world conditions, like a treehouse. Thanks for watching.
Okay. There you go. The way he's gimping around, there's no way he's going. take him till midnight to get up to the school. Yeah. You think? This is life. Oh yeah, yeah. He used to be very negatively vocal about it. So you need to cool it. Well, yeah, he kind of senses it and covers for him, which is good. Oh yeah, yeah. How far north is that? How far north is that? How far away is it? I don't know, nobody's listening. How far away is that?
We ready, Randy?
We're ready.
He's waving.
Welcome back to Malone Field. Well, Coach, wow, that was a gutty performance. You had some guys that stepped up tonight and played their butts off.
They did.
And what a night. Good win.
I don't know how the kids did it because I'm tired. That game wore me out. No, that was a complete team win. We always say we always got to have those team wins. That's why every rep in practice is so important because you don't know when your number is going to be called. And we had a lot of guys tonight step up when their number was called. You know, Riley Jackson and Keon Allen and Grady Neal at linebacker, Gavin Ryan on the interior. And Eden Cote, I mean, he's gotten a lot of reps at corner before. He's played last year, but he stepped in there this year at corner. So getting those guys in there on defense and continuing to battle, I know it wasn't always pretty. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be, especially when you come out on the right end of the scoreboard. It's easy to say that. But talking about Ite, what a night he had. About Eden Cote. You know, he... a nice touchdown on the 4th and long that Coach Dolinsky dialed up. You know, great play call.
Nice pass by Petrie, and your line did a nice job of getting him some time.
Low only where he could go down and get it. Eden had, you know, the nice route out here that he broke the tackle and slipped for the first score of the game. He just had a lot of big moments for us, and that's what we expect of our seniors. He's put a lot of time into this program, and that's the great thing about this team is nobody cares who's getting touches. Nobody cares about any of that. They just care about the scoreboard, and there's going to be opportunities for
Mark, Avery, Eden, Jadon, Petrie, Kyle, like all those. Nickel had a nice play down here to him. And so there's a lot of weapons, and it's just going to be dictated by what the defense does. But I couldn't be more proud of our guys and how they fought and how they came back. It wasn't pretty at times. It's not always easy. But I'm proud of how they handled themselves.
Well, because a win is a win.
Yes.
And you got you're 1-1 in the Middle Atlantic Conference. And you talked about some of the guys, and I thought Evan Kyle had a great game. I thought Stephen Petrie had a great game. There's others. But we started cramping up in that second half, and your son Avery stepped in, had to take some snaps at quarterback, and made 2 great plays to keep drives alive.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 or 3 huge first downs. His quarterback reps are pretty limited, but he makes the most of them when he gets in there. I thought he did a good job stepping in there and just doing his job. And that's what being a teammate's all about, is stepping in when you're needed and doing the job to your best of ability. He was fortunate enough to do that on the play, but he had good blocking up front on some of those plays as well. And so that's why not only does it take 11, but it takes 70 dudes from the guys on the sideline cheering to the 11 on the field. It's a total team effort, and I'm proud of these guys because, like we said, it's not easy to win in the middle line.
No, it's not. It's not.
And so we bounced back from a tough loss last week, and it's nice to see that fight. When you work so hard in the off season, it's even that much harder to give up.
Yeah.
And you could see that in our kids tonight. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys. I'm sure we're forgetting somebody. You had 2 70-plus yard touchdowns. All 4 games this year, you've had a 70-plus touchdown. And but I thought your offensive line started to kind of get into a rhythm. Your kids were finding some seams, and your line were creating some seams for you, and they're getting a little bit better every single week.
Yeah, I thought they took a big step tonight.
Yeah.
I thought they felt comfortable, and that's a big key for them, because the more comfortable they are with one another, then the faster they play, the more aggressive they can play. And I think they're getting that. That's coming to them. And hopefully we can keep taking those steps, and we'll get ready for Canton next week. We're going to enjoy this one for now, but we'll get back to practice, get some ice baths and stuff like that.
Or your kids are going to need
we're going to need them.
Yeah, you got some guys a little boogered up.
Yep.
That's okay.
So, but we'll get back after it.
Well, Coach, congratulations. You go to 3-1 on the season. You're 1-1 in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. You got Canton coming in next week for homecoming. It's going to be another nice night here at Malone Field. We're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you very much for everything. We appreciate it.
That'll do it for Malone Field. I want to thank Randy Bagol, my broadcast partner. I want to thank Ryan Vogel for helping out. I want to thank Tom Hagan for producing. I want to thank Mike Kirker for being the cameraman. It's been a lot of fun here tonight, and couldn't do it without those guys. I want to thank MTCO also. But that'll do it.
Yes, thank you, guys.
That'll do it from Malone Field. Redbirds win 40-37. We'll see you next Friday night here at Malone.